love Greenville. That's where my grandma grew up. Well, she grew up in South Africa until she was 15, then moved to America and lived in Greenville, North Carolina. And right before you get to the foyer of the hotel, they do have bell services to help you with your luggage and whatnot if you have a lot going on, big family. I don't know if you guys can tell, but those things up there that look like some sort of harp, I forget what their official name is, but they're ever so slowly moving back and forth. And when you first walk in to the left is where the general store is. Welcome to Fulton's General Store. It's open from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. There's a nice overview. It's a really large store. The store is so big that they have their own walkway through it. Look at that, Huey doing Louie. I know you hate the word theming because I say it so much probably by now, but it's just beautiful and it's everywhere, and makes the experience, really makes the experience. I mean, that's the difference between an amusement park and a theme park, or a themed resort in this case. And again, if you forgot anything for your trip, they have a lot of the stuff here. Oh, Q-tips. I forgot Q-tips. I could have used these. $1.99 for 30. It's not the worst price I've ever seen at Disney. But you could get like 50 of those at Target for $1.99. But if you really wanted your Q-tips, I mean, I like having them, but I mean, I can live without them. And right next to the gift shop, there's a beautiful lounge area. And it also has a full bar over here. I think it's closed right now because it's only about noon. And then they have, I think his name is Bob, but he's amazing. He plays Disney songs in the most jazzy fashion and has like the best stage personality ever. And I did not get to see him when I got here last night. I was walking through here and I saw him talking to people, and I think he was done with his set at that point. So this is just one of the few reasons why this resort is considered a moderate resort, is just because all of the nice features that it has for their entertainment, dining, the theming. I mean, look outside. Look at that. So these boats outside are actually ferries that will take you to the other side of Port Orleans Resort called the French Quarter. We're on the Riverside side of the resort right now. And these boats will also take you to Disney Springs. So it's pretty convenient and it's a nice ride. So continuing down this beautiful corridor, we're coming up to Boatwright's Dining Hall. And they serve dinner from 5 p.m. Here's a little look at the menu. Appetizers, entrees, sides. And this is if you want to have a little bit of a nicer dinner, but they do have a food court down yonder. Oh my gosh, this room is huge. I just walked to the other side here so I could get a better look at this water wheel. It looks like it's an actual working water wheel. The Riverside Mill, established 1875, Port Orleans. Alright, so we can take a look at a couple of the food items here. I was just stunned by the theming that they have going on in this room. So they have a few sections here in the food court. They have salads and sandwiches. They have the pastas over there and pizza as well. They have a section with burgers and French dip. They even have kids meals like chicken strips and whatnot. Then they have the bakery over here where they have the 50th celebration cheesecakes and cupcakes, which is similar to what they also had at the All-Star Resorts. And then the warm apple blossom a la mode and things like that are just like kind of like an upgrade for a moderate resort, I guess you could say. So I do notice that they have a lot of different items. They have a couple of similar items but different items than the Value Resort. So for example, they have the salmon and the turkey dinner, but the Value Resort did not have pot roast. It did not have these really delicious looking sandwiches. The turkey sandwich, jambalaya was not there. Yeah, so there are quite a bit of differences in the food actually as well. The same though is the pasta and the pizza. Those are all the same. They did not have the prime rib dip, it just changed, but there was a prime rib dip up there. The Value Resort did not have that, so there it is. They did have the burgers though, so I digress. There are quite a bit of differences in the food. If that really matters to you, then maybe a moderate resort would be worth it to you. Alright, so I got the pot roast, mashed potatoes, and green beans. It was $12.99 before tax. So here's the lovely view that I have from my table. The pot roast was okay. The mashed potatoes were really good. That was the best part of it. The green beans just kind of tasted like your regular steamed green beans. The green beans had like no seasoning on them, which is fine because I had tons of gravy to flavor up the green beans. Alright, so here is the map. This is just the Riverside portion. As you can see, like I was telling you before, it is absolutely ginormous. And if I back up here, I can show you what it looks like with the French Quarter. The French Quarter is a lot smaller than the Riverside side. Ooh, there's an island right here called Bowtie Island. I wonder if there's anything on the island. I wonder if you could go to the island. So I was thinking, I wonder how you get to the lobby from your rooms, because these rooms are scattered way out there from the main pool and the lobby and dining area and the food court. So as you can see, there are these little bridges that connect to the main pool here, which we're gonna go to right now, and the lobby. So it's not too far of a walk. I think it looks farther on the map than it does in real life. So there's that bridge right there that we're gonna take to check out the main pool. Wow, this pool is huge. Okay, right when you first walk in, you are greeted with some hammocks that you could lounge in. There's the hot tub over there. There is a shower in the theme of a water tower. You don't have to bring a towel from your room. They have towels for you to use, and there's where you return them. And if you go up these stairs here, it takes you across to the water slide. You actually go over the water slide itself. This slide really does look like a lot of fun. I think I might try it with my GoPro. The slide here is actually called the Well House Mudslide. Smaller children's. Muddy Rivers is the pool bar here where they have a full bar. And right next to the pool they also have the playground over here. I think every single Disney resort has a playground. I think it's one of their must-haves. And then to the left of the playground, they actually have a fire pit. They're cleaning it out right now, but that looks like a nice place to lounge around, talk with some friends, have a drink or two. So this is yet another example of how much trouble Disney goes through to give their hotels and theme parks such fantastic theming and immersive stays. On Earth Day, April 22nd, 1991, this majestic live oak was placed in its new home before you. This oak and its companion at the entrance of Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside each weighed 85 tons, and they were transplanted from a wooded location 13 miles away. Cypress boxes 22 foot square were constructed around and beneath each oak, and after months of preparation, the transportation took 3 days. Old Man Island was then constructed around this oak as you see it now. And they do a lot of fun recreation activities here on Old Man's Island, like back porch games, poolside activities, trivia nights, and they do have movies at night as well. So you saw everything that's on Old Man's Island, and when you get to the other side, there's a bridge here that leads you to the resort rooms. I just can't get over how beautiful it is. I didn't tell you the name of the playground is Fishing Hole Playground. And to the left of the check-in area is the Medicine Show Arcade. Seems like an interesting name. It must be down this way. Ah, here it is. You just had to walk down this way. And the arcade is actually open 24 hours. That's pretty cool. Oh wow, this is a huge one. This arcade is even larger than the last one I saw at the All-Star Resorts. And don't let it fool you, there's another row of games back here. Oh my goodness, this is the biggest Pac-Man game I have ever seen. It's so cool. Uh-oh, someone spilled their ice. Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside. And it is the world's largest Pac-Man. So we walked through the arcade, now we're exiting out the other side. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it just goes out to the river and then circling back around to the lobby, which is right there. And to the right over here, they have Riverside Levy Bicycles for Hire, which is basically these Siri bikes. And then, as with all Disney resorts here at Disney World, we have a running trail that it shows you with the little red dotted line right there. So if you are curious to know at what times the boat is running, which I think would be pretty important if you're staying here, the Sassagoula Steamboat runs from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. to get to and from Disney Springs. So at the Riverside Levy here, they actually have the bicycles, which is $9 per 60 minutes. You could have it for the whole day for $18. There's a fireworks cruise. That's pretty cool, but it is $3.99. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. Includes driver, 10 guests maximum. Oh, so it's like a private fireworks cruise. Alright, that's cool. If you can do it, you should do it. And then there's a guided bass fishing excursion, which is also not super cheap. And then the Surrey bikes, like we just saw, the 2-seaters, $20 per 30 minutes, 4-seater, $22 per 30 minutes. And then they also have cane pole fishing available at the fishing hole, and it's $6 per 30 minutes. So right here, they normally would have a horse and carriage for Riverside Carriage horse-drawn carriage rides. It is 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. nightly, and it's $55. Seating capacity, 4 adults or 2 adults and 3 children. Okay, now that we're done with the main portion of this resort, I just wanted to show you guys a little peek at the buildings that actually house the hotel rooms. Now, this is a huge part of the resort just by, you know, square foot. So there's 2 main sections named Alligator Bayou and Magnolia Bend. Each of these sections hold 10 buildings, so that's a lot. So I'll just show you a peek at a couple of the buildings to show you the styles of them and what they look like. And there's the bus stop right out there. Buildings right behind it, so it's just a short walk to the bus stop, depending on where your room is. So we are in the Magnolia Bend. The buildings I was staying at was actually called Magnolia Terrace, to be specific. So this is Oak Manor, and as you can see, they're all very similar style, just slight differences. We are now crossing the Sassagoula River to get to the Alligator Bayou portion. So this is what it looks like in the middle courtyard area of the Alligator Bayou. It seems as if, is this pool closed? There's nobody here. No, it's open. Okay. So it seems like each section has their own pool. The main pool is probably where everybody's at though. Even the sidewalk here at the Alligator Bayou, they made the concrete look like planks or a wooden deck. The Alligator Bayou is kind of like the Magnolia Bend area, and there's a few different sections. This one is similar to the other, but like the Magnolia, it has a slightly different decor. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this tour of Port Orleans Riverside Resort. Please subscribe, it means everything. Till next time, guys.